It started as a simple decision, one I thought would quietly pass without much consequence. I refused to attend my family reunion. It wasn't out of hate or anger, but because of years of distance, awkwardness, and unspoken tension that hung in the air every time we tried to come together. But sometimes, avoiding the past doesn't erase it. It only gives it more power to surface. And that's exactly what happened when the secret my family had been trying to bury came out anyway. Every family has hidden stories, things whispered behind closed doors, or covered with polite smiles at dinner tables. Studies show that more than 68% of adults admit their families hide certain truths to keep the peace. That means 2 out of every 3 families carry something unsaid. A secret that shapes how people behave, what they say, and even what they feel. And when those secrets come to light, they don't just change how we see others. They completely redefine how we see ourselves. For me, it started months before the reunion. Invitations had been sent out, cheerful group texts, calls from cousins, even a guilt trip message from my aunt saying, "Family is everything." But deep down, I didn't feel like part of that everything. I felt like an outsider in a family that had mastered the art of pretending. There were arguments that never truly ended, relationships that were quietly broken, and people who smiled in photos but never spoke afterward. So I decided not to go. It felt like the healthiest choice. But the truth is, when a family carries something heavy, it finds its way out, with or without you present. A week after the reunion, my phone started buzzing. One message from my cousin said, "You wouldn't believe what happened." Another followed, "You were right not to come." Then the call came. Shaky voice, long pause, and the truth that had been hidden for years came pouring out. A secret involving someone in the family who had done something that everyone knew about, but no one dared to confront. It wasn't just about betrayal, it was about silence. Decades of silence. This kind of family dynamic isn't rare. Psychologists explain that families often hide painful truths, infidelity, financial troubles, favoritism, or emotional abuse. Not out of malice, but from fear of shame. According to research, over 70% of family secrets are kept to protect the family image. And yet those same secrets often lead to emotional distance, resentment, and generational trauma. It's ironic. We protect the family's reputation, but destroy its bond. In my case, that's exactly what had happened. What came out wasn't shocking because no one suspected it. It was shocking because everyone did. Everyone had known deep down but chose not to face it. That's how family silence works. It's not built on lies, it's built on collective denial. When the truth finally came out, people cried. Some left the house in anger, others denied everything. And even though I wasn't there, I could feel the explosion through every call and message I received. In most families, reunions are supposed to heal old wounds. But when a secret lies beneath, they can become emotional minefields. Many people go into these gatherings hoping to reconnect, but statistically, 42% leave feeling more stressed or distant afterward. That's because unresolved issues don't disappear with hugs or shared meals. They only hide behind them. When one person like me refuses to attend, it sometimes triggers a chain reaction, forcing everyone else to confront what they've been running from. The emotional fallout was heavy. Some relatives stopped talking for months. A few tried to fix things, others pretended nothing happened. But in a strange way, my absence did what years of polite conversation couldn't. It cracked the surface of denial. It forced truth into the open. And once truth escapes, no one can control where it lands. Experts say that family secrets often span generations, with patterns repeating silently: addiction, favoritism, debt, affairs, even hidden children. These patterns survive because people avoid discomfort. But when the truth finally surfaces, it can lead to what psychologists call a family system reset. Painful, yes, but necessary for genuine healing. Sometimes it takes one person saying no, walking away, or refusing to play along to break the chain. In reflecting on my decision, I realized something powerful. Not showing up doesn't mean running away. Sometimes it means standing firm against what's toxic. My absence wasn't rebellion, it was a boundary. And boundaries, though often misunderstood, are forms of love, not just for others, but for yourself. If you've ever refused to attend a gathering because it felt emotionally unsafe, you're not alone. Surveys show that nearly 1 in 3 adults have skipped family events for mental health reasons. They've realized that peace of mind isn't disrespect, it's self-respect. And while society often romanticizes family unity, true unity can't exist without honesty. After that day, my family began to change. Slowly, painfully, but undeniably. The truth that came out hurt, but it also cleaned the air. People started talking about things they never dared to before. Apologies were awkward, tears were real, and though it didn't fix everything, it started something new. Authenticity. So when I think about the reunion I didn't attend, I no longer feel guilt. I feel clarity. Because sometimes choosing distance doesn't break families, it saves them. When secrets come out, they don't destroy relationships. They expose the ones that were never built on truth to begin with. And in that exposure, there's a strange, quiet freedom. Some family wounds don't heal through attendance, smiles, or tradition. They heal through honesty, even if it comes from absence. Sometimes the loudest statement of love isn't what you say in a room full of people. It's the silence you keep until everyone is finally ready to listen.